Hi, welcome to ACF TV. I'm Carrie Fairneck, and we are here at the Gaylord Texan. It is gorgeous, just outside Dallas, Texas. Things today got started very early with a family-style breakfast served at 6:30 this morning. Things really got rolling with a big announcement for ACF.
CEC is now accredited.
Chef Derek Spenlove announced that the Certified Executive Chef designation is now accredited by the Institute for Certifying Excellence.
But it's a recognition that the ACF has met the industry standards for certification, and it's a credential that the individuals will be able to take to their employers and to share with the public.
The honor adds even more credibility to the CEC designation.
This is a milestone in the ACF. When you really think about it, this is not talking about today's chefs. We're talking about the very young. We're talking about the young culinarians coming up and looking up to our leadership and saying, wow, I want to be that person. I want to be the person who gets certified, and it's recognized in our industry because of the standards, the value, and you know, the depth behind the certification.
Work has already begun to have the Certified Sous Chef designation accredited next. Chef T had more good news for attendees this morning. He told everyone during his State of the ACF speech that the organization is experiencing financial success and increased awareness in the community.
Our goal is to try to make it a household name. It's every responsibility of every member to be ambassadors of our organization and promote it.
Chef T is also proud of ACF's partnerships with the Armed Forces and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. Our host chapter, the Texas Chefs Association, was recognized for all the hard work they put into this year's National Convention.
We, as a team, just brought this whole thing together, and I am so proud of all the Texas Chefs Association members.
We feel like we've set a bar, and the students and the chefs who participate will have something to remember forever, and they will compare every conference to this one because they enjoyed it, they worked it, and they learned from it.
There are more than a dozen chefs here in Texas who made the trip all the way from Canada. They're all part of the Canadian Culinary Federation, an organization with close ties to ACF.
We just continue to work with them, we continue to compete against them, but we continue to have a fellowship with them.
From Canada to Japan, chefs went around the world in 90 minutes during this session presented by the International Culinary Schools at the Art Institutes. Chef John Miller has advice for chefs preparing Japanese cuisine.
There's three main things. First of all, when you're doing Japanese cuisine, cook local and cook seasonal. Second of all, utilizing the best ingredients you can get. And lastly, really not duplicating key ingredients or key cooking methods at any time during a meal.
Chefs who attended the session say they'll take important lessons back to their kitchens.
They don't directly salt the proteins, that they actually put, I guess, a version of parchment paper, then the salt, and then the salt will infuse in a different way.
The different components of the flavor profile of umami really hit home because a lot of people don't really know what it is, so it really kind of stood out to me.
We're now at the Chef Pro Lunch, where ACF chefs come together to honor one of their outstanding colleagues.
The 2011 national winner of the Chef Professionalism Award is Russell Scott from South.
Chef Russell Scott is a certified master chef. He's the executive chef at Isleworth Country Club outside Orlando, Florida.
I'm shocked, first of all. This is a very meaningful award because, as I said, it's not about the food that you prepare, it's about the way you prepare your food according to your colleagues, and I think what better honor can be bestowed.
The ACF Chef Professionalism Award is sponsored by Miners.
Miners has always been a product that's made for chefs by chefs, and we know the importance of the chefs in the world today. And the award is not just about a cooking competition. It's not about what you can do in the kitchen, but it's about what you do with your life experience outside of that, how you're impacting the world.
Other regional winners include Charlie Gipe from the Northeast region, Anthony Dana from the Western region, and Mark Webster from the Central region. Sunday, chefs from around the country will have a chance to follow in Chef Russell Scott's footsteps as the competitions get underway. We'll have highlights of the Chef of the Year competition, Student Chef of the Year competition, and the National Championship Cooking for Life competition. You won't want to miss that for sure. Culinary students had a chance to show off their cooking skills at the first annual Student Culinarian Invitational. 5 ACF student teams, along with a Canadian group, prepared a dish from their region.
We know that they're here to guide us, and they've had so many years of experience, and I mean, it's a lot of pressure, but at the same time, it's a good experience.
We're serving a pan-seared walleye with a flaxseed crisp and a golden caviar and a slight flaxseed vinaigrette, a pickled cucumber. It's delicious. It's an amazing experience. We're so happy to be here.
ACF members showed their support to the future of the industry by attending the reception.
Been really good. Very impressed with it as far as the taste of it. It's been really good. Presentations have been really awesome. It's interesting to see different perspectives on it. So I think they've done a really good job.
What they did tonight concerned me for the reason that we have a big competition. As an executive chef, seeing those students coming in the market, that excite me, and that tells me that the restaurant next door are going to have some very talented cooks for the future. So it's really great, fantastic food.
What an incredible day it's been here at the ACF National Convention, and it isn't over yet. We'll have highlights of the entire event, so make sure you check back in with us. For all of us at ACF TV, I'm Carrie Farnack. Thanks for being with us.